Hey guys, so I wanted to do a talk with you guys on how to not be hard on yourself. And I am like probably the most hardest person on myself ever. Like there's nobody that could top being hard on me as I'm being hard on myself. That kind of sounds weird, but you get what I'm saying. And I feel like there are some people who just take things more seriously than others. And some of those people will normally have like a sensitive, they have a sensitive bone in their body. They're a sensitive type, they're very empathetic, and I'm definitely like that. So I feel like because of how I've grown up, because of how, I've been through things, it's caused me to, be hard on myself. And I feel like when we can kind of take things in a personal way more than like the next person, that can kind of cause us to be that way. And so I wanted to be able to share some tips or some ways on how to not be so hard on yourself. So one tip that you can do to not be hard on yourself is probably get some new, influences and a support system in your life, or change out some things going on when it comes to your circle. I feel like sometimes the people around you can really influence, how hard you are on yourself. And they can kind of put little seeds without you even knowing, but seeds can be planted with things that they say that can make you think or overthink about things of yourself that shouldn't even be an issue. And I do feel like, being hard on yourself, can be something that, you just are. Like, that's just how you are. But influence also plays a part. So you need to see, like, who are the people that you have? Are they people who are super critical as well? If you're in a group of people who are also super critical about themselves, then, you're kind of, pick up some of those traits in a way. Maybe not all, but some things you're gonna, kind of do, or you never know. Sometimes we mimic our friends, we mimic the people we hang out with the most. And also on one thing, like depending on like your family structure, the family that you have, the siblings that you have, that can also play a part, because some of the siblings or your family members, they can be super critical, and they can want something for you that they weren't able to get for themselves. And so they're being super hard on you. And since that's how they always were, you picked up that. So with you changing, your circle or limiting access for people to get to you and doing that, that's going to help you to be able to kind of, and not just limiting and just isolating. What I don't want you to do is just isolate. Don't just isolate. You need to bring other influences, people who are a little bit more on easygoing side, people who are able to, people who have a calm sense about them, that they're able to, not put you down in sarcastic ways or say things that, are going to plant seeds of doubt in you, but people who are going to uplift you, people who are going to be able to catch what you're saying and be like, do not talk like that. Or no, that is not how I see it at all. Sometimes, our viewpoint on things and our perspective on things can really play a toll on the reason why we are so hard on ourselves. And sometimes you need a positive influence of a good perspective or a different perspective, a different viewpoint, to show you this is not how it is. This is not how I see it. Like, chill. So definitely getting, some more positive influence, people who are, able to help you see things in a different perspective that are going to be for you, is something that you need to do. And if you need to change your friend group or change some people out or in and out, then you need to do that. So another tip on how to not be so hard on yourself would be to seek help. So there's like a fine line between, thinking you can do something on your own and, you've got this in the case. This is just how you are. This is how you're always going to be. And then something where it's really becoming an issue. It's affecting you in your whole life. And by help, I mean therapy. Therapy, going seeing a psychiatrist, seeing help. But I really want to put an emphasis on therapy, because a lot of the reasons why people can be hard on themselves can stem from, trauma that they've been through, or, childhood experiences that have caused you to bottle it up and do things a certain way. And if things don't go your way, it's going to cause you to be hard on yourself and to put yourself down. And so seeking therapy, that will help you to unlock those trauma and unlock those ways that you do things, unlock those thinking patterns that you do. And the therapist will help you to see things in a different way, to be able to show you, I know you've been doing it for this long. I know this is your reasoning by things, but this might not necessarily be healthy, or try a different way, or here's a different way to do it, or don't you see that pattern? Let's try something new. So, seeing a therapist can help you to unlock, things by, in yourself, to teach you how to be able to go with the flow in life, because life is like a river. It's going up, it's going down, it's going through rocks, it's water is splashing on the grass, life is like a river. And so, when you're able to kind of go with the flow and not control things so much and be okay with not having control, that is a way, to help you. And therapy is, a way and a gateway to help you to be like that, and to, be able to just loosen up. So yeah, therapy can definitely help you, especially if you're like hard on yourself. One more thing that I want to share with you guys, that is a tip on how to not be hard on yourself, is to pray. So prayer kind of, for me, gives me peace, and it calms me down. And, just imagine if we prayed more often, how much more, peaceful we could be. But for me, I know when I have a good prayer session, and by a good prayer session, I mean sitting down for more than 5 minutes and just praying about things that irritate me, or things that I don't have control over, or things that are not going the way that I would like them to go, or things that hurt me, that cause me discomfort, those type of things. And I just pray about those things and just get off my chest in prayer. I do feel a peace. I do feel better. And it's a lasting type of better. I think the thing is that a lot of us pray a little bit, but we don't pray enough. And so if you're already praying, I would challenge you to pray more. Sometimes we're not praying enough. And I feel like when somebody gets super critical about themselves and hard on themselves so much, that means that they're trying to have this control. They want control. And so when you're able to pray, you're showing that I don't have control. You're surrendering, your control to God, and you're telling him your issues, and you're allowing God into your life, so that you're able to have somebody on your side as well. And it's not just you on the reins or in the front seat driving and, trying to do things and everything, or trying to say things a certain way or be something, So I think we need to pray longer. It doesn't mean that, you need to pray 50,000 times a day, but how meaningful, how serious are your prayers? How deep are your prayers? And that's something that's honestly with your relationship with God. But I think that, when you just take a moment and get uncomfortable and get situated, and get in a spirit and form of wanting to have a session with God, like a prayer session, when you're praying about your things, that's going to bring peace in your life. And when you're super hard on yourself, there's a lack of peace in your life. And I feel like if you're not praying as much, that lack could be because you're lacking in your prayer life. And it doesn't mean necessarily praying so much more, but it just means, how are you praying? And it's not just praying and just being like venting, like this is all this is what happened, this is what happened, this is what happened, blah, blah, blah. It's also about praying for your gratitude. When you have a prayer of gratitude, I think it helps to be able to realize that life is short, and you're really blessed. So that's pretty much my tips. I only want to give you guys 3 tips. I wanted you guys to do something. Try to have a prayer of gratitude in your prayer, or have a prayer where you are able to pray about a couple of things that you're thankful for, and just thank God, either when you wake up or you go to bed, or whenever you think of what I said, or if it helps you in some way. Just have a prayer of gratitude. Start somewhere. And being hard on yourself, especially when you are like that and it's like in your mind, it can take a lot to get out of that mindset. But I think when you take one step, one step can lead to another step. So just taking a small step, or taking the lead on something in whatever way you can to not be so hard on yourself, it's only going to help you, not hurt you. So don't think that, not being hard on yourself anymore, that can't be changed. It's going to take forever. Don't think so far ahead. Just think in the now and think that, just progress. That's what you need. Just progress. So that's all I wanted to tell you guys about. That's what I wanted to say. If you like this video, give it a like and a thumbs up. That's the same thing, like thumbs up. Well, give this video a like. Don't forget to subscribe and comment down something you're grateful for. If you have any more videos that you would like me to do or talk about, or anything you'd like me to talk about, put them in the description box. I'm going to be having more videos like this. And yeah, so I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.